Jai Srimad Narayan, Jai Srimad Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvas. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Today is day 22 of our 22 days of celebration that were held here at the Sri Narayan Dham, where we established that Lord Sri Ramanuj is the Adi Guru of Kaliyug and Lord and my Guru Swami Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj is the foremost spiritual master of the 21st century. We've also established that in this era, Sanatana Dharma is clouded and blocked by false philosophies and false interpretations of our scriptures. And it is our duty as the Sri Narayan Dham here in Durban, South Africa, to re-establish Sanatana Dharma around the world. We started re-establishing Sanatana Dharma around the world. We've been absolutely successful. And when you re-establish the absolute truth, you have to discard and refute the absolute falsity. So we've been successful in this 22 days. We reached over 22 million people from every corner of the globe. And in this re-establishment, I think we only received 10 negative comments. And I think in the aggression in which we went, we've achieved our intention. So I want you to think back and listen, use logic and common sense. Sanatana Dharma is logic and common sense. It is nothing mystical, it is mathematical, and it is physics. Mathematical and physics. So let us look through logic and common sense. So I said that if you want to know about the guru-disciple relationship, if you want to know how this relationship exists, if you want to get conscientized by this relationship, if you want to see the validity of this relationship, then all you have to do is look at me and look at my spiritual master. That's all you have to do from any part of the world. If you want to know this relationship and how it exists outside the scriptures, then I am the practical example of how this system operates. I've said this repeatedly, but I want to say this in this context, that I don't know Sanskrit, very little, Hindi. Granny is Hindi. She left a long time ago. And when I went to India in 2013, and the taxi drivers were driving recklessly, then my Hindi popped up again to save me. I said, Bachao, all right? So I don't know Hindi, I don't know Sanskrit. But if you go on YouTube and if you download all my discourses, then I am one of the foremost Vaishnavite gurus in the world today. How is that possible? I never met my guru whilst he was alive. I connected to him 1 year after he left his material coin. Never met him. I never went to Gurukul. I was an atheist for 30 years. I used to smoke 100 cigarettes a day, drink 1 bottle a day, and eat half a sheep a week. Who can be more qualified to be a guru than me? Naveen, I even beat you. I'm going to say it again. 100 cigarettes a day, 1 bottle a day, half a sheep a week, and I was an atheist. When I used to go and leave Mataji at satsangs, before she entered the hall, I was half knocked down. Sometimes I couldn't make it to go pick her up. She would come back to the family. How am I seated here today? Do you understand? I'm saying use common sense and use logic. If I was not an atheist, then it was another story. I was an atheist, half a sheep a week, bottle a day, 100 cigarettes. I'm a former military man. If you looked at me too long, you was off your feet. If you looked at me too long, off your feet. I'm coming from there. I was 10 years in the military. I worked in the Warwick Triangle. I got shot and I shot. Okay? I'm coming from there. Just a small passport size photograph of my guru. Passport size photograph of my guru, and then a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter frame of Guruji. I met him in 2008. Immediately I stopped drinking. 2012, I stopped smoking. 2013, I stopped eating meat. 2013, I was initiated as his disciple. I'm seated here today. Nobody taught me anything. I'm saying you go on your own, download my discourses, and see whether it is in the parameters of the Vedas. I'm currently giving the most comprehensive discourse ever in the world on the Bhagavad Gita. The most comprehensive discourses ever in the world on the Bhagavad Gita. My introduction, I think, is about a couple hundred pages. Before we reach verse 1, the introduction, and I'm using every aspect that pertains to you. I'm preaching the Bhagavad Gita as a manual for humankind. I'm preaching it through quantum physics, quantum mechanics, neuroscience, I'm preaching the Bhagavad Gita as God really gave it. As God really gave it. How is it possible? How is all this possible? If the Guru-disciple relationship is not 100% absolute. Muhammad Rafi, how long you with me, boy? 2015. I gave him license to take bhajans and fit it into any tune he liked. Who gave you license? And he's a master. So then you agree with me? He can take a bhajan from there and put it in a song, yeah, without practicing. So I'm doing this for a long time. My story is the same for a long time. Suren is there after a long time. Because Karo Charo said I'm a fake guru, then Suren and his band didn't want to come here anymore. But I think they realized who's real and who's fake. Alright? So I don't care who calls me real or who calls me fake. It doesn't affect me. I am who I am. I left a multi-million rand business to sit here. I left a multi-million rand business to sit here. So I must be the most stupid fake on earth. And Suren Bhai, the dumbest fake on earth. So if the guru-disciple relationship is absolute, and I am seated here, I got spiritualized through a photograph. I got spiritualized through a photograph. I left everything through my guru's image. And if I am seated here, if I am, whatever I'm telling you is the absolute truth, then who can be greater than my guru? Show me another story like this in the world. Go into YouTube, go into Google, see if there is another guru that got transformed by his guru after his guru was late for 1 year. And this is why I'm saying Swami Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj is the foremost spiritual master of the 21st century. So earlier when I started this set of 22 days satsang, I said there's knowledge and communication in 4 levels. You remember? Knowledge and communication in 4 levels. I don't want to sit here and preach something mystical to you. I want to preach something scientific. You must be able to rationalize it in your mind. It must make sense to you. So the first level of communication as per the Rig Veda is absolute pure transcendental knowledge. Absolute pure transcendental knowledge, which is inaudible, and it can be downloaded through intuition. That knowledge that is there in the divine realm can be downloaded through intuition. What is intuition? What is intuition? Intuition is the second level of communication and knowledge. Intuition is the second level of communication and knowledge. Saints and sages use intuition to download knowledge that is already in the transcendental realm. Then the third level of knowledge or communication is mental. When you imagine, again it's inaudible, it got no sound, It got color and form. When you imagine, do you imagine in color? Do you imagine in form? These three levels of knowledge and communication are hidden in the divine. The last level of knowledge and communication is the spoken word. As I'm speaking now, or the written word. Spoken word or written word. Spoken word and written word can be corrupted. Yes? Can you tell a lie? Can you write a lie? Can you impute a lie? Can you impute a lie? You cannot. You cannot impute a lie because it comes from absolute purity. So, absolute purity, intuition, mental. Can you imagine a lie? You can't imagine a lie. So, this is why I said these three levels of communication and knowledge are hidden in the divine realm. It is only when we speak what we use to speak. We use our voice to speak. Yes? And our voice is audible and external. It belongs fully in the material plane. Yes? Our voice is totally in the material plane. And anything in the material plane can be contaminated. Ego. What is ego? False identification of ourselves as body. Okay, so on Guruji's birthday, I want to thank all of you for attending. I want to thank Suren for inviting himself. I knew a while ago you're going to be here today. I didn't confirm with you. I knew you are going to be here today. I was happy Muhammad was also with you. I didn't know you were connected. Uh, so I was very happy. And I also want to state that after 13 years, this is Guruji's 12th birthday celebration. I started satsang in 2013, October 10. So from the following year, we started having Guruji's birthday, and every birthday was unique, every birthday was successful. And I remember one year at Saligram, it was a bad year. Kasim was there when we couldn't put a decor, and there was somebody that came and put a decor for their function, and then that caretaker at Saligram, he pulled those people across Guruji's birthday to remove their decor. And Guruji's birthday was on a Thursday, I remember. So they put the decor on for Sunday, and we pulled him over, and it was a beautiful decor. We did not have money to hire a decor. This is the power of Guruji. Today you can see this ashram is dressed in lights. Guruji put his own lights. Again, we got no money. We don't have that amount of money to dress the ashram, but Guruji dressed it in. So, and if you listen and if you follow simple teachings of Guruji, he'll also dress you up. He will also dress you up. Today at Aarti, I explained the other day, I'm the Guru and Guruji is the grandfather, and whoever is here today is the grand disciple of Guruji. And grandparents, they go the extra mile. They even duck the parents and give you a sweet when you wasn't supposed to get a sweet. Yes? So today is that day. Today is that day. It's a grandfather's birthday. Just make an intention in your mind. Make an intention in your mind. I don't know, Suren, if I told you that Guruji brought a dead man alive in the ashram whilst he was on his way to get cremated. Did I tell you? And I was there in the ashram. I met this man. A few years later, I was there. I met him. We took a video, all right? It was his wish that when he's getting cremated, he must go to Guruji's ashram. It was his desire, his wish. And as he was going through the ashram, Guruji noticed a procession, and he went to the procession and he saw this was his devotee, and he touched his devotee, and his devotee came back to life and got out of that procession. All right, is there? There's evidence of this. What I'm saying, there's evidence. Nothing is a myth. Remember, I was an atheist. I won't come and tell you stories like this. All right. Also, the first Guru Purnima, Guruji anticipated 5,000 people to attend. 10,000 people attended, and they ran short of ghee at about 10, 11 in the night. So Guruji took water from the well, turned it into ghee, did all these things that's supposed to be done, and then the next day he bought ghee and turned it back into water and returned it. All right, so all these things are on a certain level. It sounds miraculous, but at a guru's level, it is just manipulating the frequencies. Everything, you're a frequency, you're an energy, you're a frequency. You can only see with one frequency, we can only hear with one frequency. Yes, we're using two frequencies, but in this room right now, as I'm speaking to you, there's 1,000 frequencies emitting. You understand? But we are only tuned to two. So when you manipulate the frequencies, you can do anything. And this is how you get your Sai Babas and all these people sending ashes from here to there. At one level, it is very, very miraculous. At another level, it is physical science. It's here. It can be done. It can be manipulated. That's why we have mantras. And Guruji mastered every mantra. And mantra is a frequency which you can use to change. So this is why I'm saying that in this era, in the 21st century, Guruji is the foremost spiritual master of the 21st century because he did these things. He also changed a 7-month child in a mother's womb that was a girl to a boy. Okay, all this is in record, all this you can Google Sri Siddhartha Ashram and you'll find all of these things there. And I inherited Guruji's spiritual potency. I inherited Guruji's spiritual potency. So whatever happens through me, we've got over 1,000 miracles from the time I started. That medical science is still boggled over. At our ashram, we cure every illness and every disease at this ashram. Okay, so I'm using my spiritual master's potency to do whatever is necessary to run this mission until its successful conclusion. So we want to wish Guruji a very happy birthday. Shweta was excited for Guruji's birthday from this morning. She somehow knew it is Guruji's birthday today. She was very excited about it. And as I stated earlier, I used this satsang on merits. I think Nirali and Vasil are here for a very, very long time. Whatever I handled in the satsang, everything was merit bound. This is not a family satsang. It never was family orientated. It will never be family orientated. But today, Guruji, Guruji chose Sean and Ashni to be involved in his birthday. After 12 years, I never had my children involved, and I was quite pleased today to see Ashni and Malin, forgetting Malin's name, Ashni and Malin, Sean and Sherwin, uh, doing some work for Guruji Vasan. And I think it's time my children really got serious in understanding the Guru-disciple relationship and the Guru concept. I am not their Guru. Their Guru is Guruji. I am not their Guru, but it's time they got involved. See the grandchildren. Shweta woke up this morning with that feeling. So I think it's time that they are getting conscientized into the system. It's merit-based. They came in through merit. They never come in because they are family. They get no preferences in anything that we do in the ashram. Then you will notice Mataji is not here. She is unwell. She hasn't attended 4 satsang. This is the first time in her life, and she lives at the ashram. And I have been very ill as well. So we decided that we're not going to be personally involved anymore in the various aspects of running this ashram. We are old. For the past 13 years, for the first 5 years, you can confirm with Mohammed there, we were having 4 satsangs a week for 5 years. That is 200 satsangs a year for 5 years. That's 1,000 satsangs. We've done a lot of satsangs in the little time of the Guru. And Mataji and I were carrying the burden mostly ourselves. We had Vasan there later. Mohammed was there as well. Mohammed used to cook. So we worked very hard. We don't have the capacity anymore. We are gone old. So I'm going to be officially handing over today on Guruji's birthday the running of the ashram to Vasan and Sean. Every aspect, Vasan is going to be out of the province, but Sean will be around. They're going to coordinate, and then Jessica and Ashmika will assist them. You need, without female, ashram won't move a millimeter forward. So Ashmika and Jessica will back everything up. You'll open a WhatsApp group. I don't want to know anything. Just get me up half an hour before satsang. So then how's that for a king's life? Yeah, we've done all what we could. And I think Guruji made us sick purposely so that we can start having a small rest. So I want Guruji to bless each one of you here today, those that couldn't be here, that's watching, and make something in your life come right. Make something in your life come right. Surena was an atheist. Then somebody said, hey, if you go to Guruji and ask him for anything, he'll give you. So at my very first satsang, I went to Guruji and I told him, I'm using Sean's old faded gold. I'm a director in a law firm. I'm meeting clients. I'm visiting clients. I've got 20 brand new suits, but I'm using a faded gold. I told Guruji, please, I need a new car. Thursday satsang at Westwood. Monday morning, one client comes to the office, said, hey, boss, just bought this new car, can't afford to pay the installment. I don't trust anyone but you. He gave me the keys. He said, there's no brand new gold Optra. Got on my purse, ask. Alright? So if Guruji gave me, why can't he give you? You must know how to ask. You saw I put my case forward. I said, brand new suit, faded car. I asked Guruji how it looks. Did he have an option? You understand? So if you got something to ask Guruji, trap him. Mirali, trap him. He'll have to give. Okay? So I want to thank all my devotees for keeping this 22 days alive. When we started, I said from here we're going to make a change in the world. And if you go onto social media, you'll see we made a huge impact. We changed the spiritual potency of this planet right here from this ashram. Go on social media, the evidence is there. And it was just a handful of us. Most of us are sick. Nearly all of us are sick. But we made it. Anil, I'm happy to see you here. Hope you get better soon. But all of this is a test as well. When you get spiritual, when you get closer to God, things get harder before they get easier. Alright? So when you do nasty, ask. Grandfather is going to provide. Muhammad, you must teach Surya now to ask. Muhammad asked and he got. And Muhammad, exactly how you asked, he got exactly. Jai Sri Narayan.